NBA Finals Game 2. Thunder respond with dominance to level series at 1 game each. Oklahoma City, in a roaring comeback, not just from the previous game's heartbreak, but from the doubters' murmurs. The Oklahoma City Thunder reasserted their championship credentials with a commanding 123-107 victory over the Indiana Pacers on Sunday night. After falling in dramatic fashion to a last-second Tyrese Halliburton dagger in Game 1, the Thunder made sure there would be no late heroics this time. Instead, they bombarded the Pacers from all angles and left no doubt. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, already shouldering the mantle of league MVP, reminded everyone why he wears the crown. His 34-point masterclass, laced with 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals, was an orchestration of control, poise, and fury. You can't just throw the first punch, SGA reflected afterward. You got to throw all the punches all night. And the Thunder did, with precision, persistence, and pride. The tone was set early. Gone were the defensive lapses and offensive hesitation that let Game 1 slip away. In its place stood a Thunder team hungry and locked in. The first half difference maker came during a thunderous 19-2 second-quarter run, where Indiana's turnovers fed a series of Gilgeous-Alexander finishes and transition blitzes. At one point, Oklahoma City had outscored Indiana 26-12 in the paint, flipping the interior battle and flipping the script. Indiana fought back, briefly, behind a 10-0 run to cut the deficit to 13. But the Thunder didn't blink. The defensive energy was relentless, and the depth finally sang in harmony. Chet Holmgren, still growing into his playoff skin, rebounded from a lackluster Game 1 to finish with 15 points and a newfound composure. Jalen Williams added 19. Not his most efficient night, but he was aggressive and effective at the line, hitting 8 of 9 free throws and setting the tone in stretches. And then came the bench, led by Alex Caruso and Aaron Wiggins, who dropped in 20 and 18 points respectively. Their contributions were timely and devastating, energizing the crowd and smothering any hopes Indiana had of another miracle finish. On the other side, Indiana's Game 1 hero Tyrese Halliburton couldn't summon another masterpiece. Though he scored 17, 12 of those came in the final quarter when the Thunder had the game in control. Once again, Lou Dort's defensive tenacity proved invaluable, disrupting Halliburton's rhythm and preventing the early sparks that burned the Knicks and Cavs in previous rounds. Coach Rick Carlisle will have his work cut out for Game 3. His key pieces underperformed. Pascal Siakam managed just 15 on an icy 3 of 11 shooting night, while Miles Turner was solid but not impactful enough with 16 points. The Pacers were held to 107 and looked outclassed for long stretches. Mark Daigneault, ever calm, attributed the win not to one change, but many little ones, a defensive rotation here, better bench production there, a smarter offensive rhythm. We were just a little better in a lot of areas, he said, and that understated evaluation captured it well. Now, with the series heading to Indianapolis for Game 3 on Wednesday, the momentum swings back to center. The Pacers have proven resilient, comeback kings of this postseason, but Oklahoma City just sent a strong warning. When they play 4 quarters of elite basketball, they're nearly impossible to stop. Game 2 wasn't just a win. It was a recalibration of power. The Thunder aren't just here for the ride. They're coming for the trophy.